Hey, it's the Midnight Ranters. Today we're doing another list challenge. I know you guys want the chrono photo videos and they are coming. I just wanted to do a list challenge for today that caught my eye. And today's list challenge is 99 common bad habits. Now, everybody has a bad habit. Whether you want to admit it or not, bad habits are common, whether it's biting your nails, being rude to people, and stuff like that. So we're going to look at 99 common bad habits and see how many I have done myself. So for every bad habit that you've done, you get a star, and the idea is to compare yourself to the rest of the people that have done this quiz around the world to see whether you have too many bad habits. So let's go down the list and go through these bad habits. I also have another list coming soon called 50 Common Pet Peeves. So we all have things that we tut at when other people do it, the same as the thing with bad habits. So let's see how many of these I have done. And hopefully it's not many. I'd like to think I don't have too many bad habits, but we shall see. So first one is biting nails. Now, I don't bite my nails. I do chew my fingers sometimes, which has become a bad habit through nervousness because I used to hate the sound of like my dad and that biting their nails, and you'd hear the scratchiness. So I couldn't bite my nails when I was nervous. So I started like chewing on my knuckles and my fingers, and it's become a habit. I just can't stop when I'm nervous, but I've never bitten my nails before. Okay, biting the ends of pens. This one I do all the time. Biting my nails is a terrible thing. I have bitten my nails for many occasions. Apparently I have accidentally ticked some of these while doing other stuff, but we'll go through and we'll sort it out. Okay, slurping your food. I do try to eat like, I suppose you could call it a human, but there are some slurpy foods out there. Have you ever tried to eat spaghetti without slurping? I know if you go to Italy and you slurp your spaghetti, it's classed as rude. And if you slurp your food in like Japan, it's rude. I do try not to. The things like noodles, spaghetti, can you eat them without slurping? Can you eat them without slurping? Now, resting elbows on the table. I do. I don't know about you, but I don't feel comfortable eating in like midair. Like having your elbows like when you're on a table. I like to like put my elbow on the table and eat because it's like more sociable. I don't need to feel like I'm on some silver service place to eat my food. Or is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Okay, touching your hair. I don't know. I do videos and I do have a tendency to like touch my hair on that. And that's because I like things to be perfect. Not because I like to sit here and just, ooh, lovely. I like to look a certain way, and if my hair is like covering my glasses, I've got to move it. So yeah, we're gonna say hair touching's a thing. It's not because I want to touch my hair; it's more because of how it looks. If there's a hair out of place, I'll have to move it. It's putting feet on furniture. Now I hate this. Feet on furniture is a no for me, especially if you've got shoes on. My kids come in here with their shoes on and they sit on the couch and they go to put the feet up. First thing is like, no. I can't stand like footprints, marks, or anything on my sofa. Okay, not cleaning up stubble. Now, I used to have this problem when I was with my ex. He used to shave everywhere. Oh God, he'd shave in the sink and it would look like there's a colony of hairs just breeding. And then my eldest started shaving and I'm just like, but myself, no. Leaving hair in the shower, no. I actually clean out the drain of my bath probably once a week. Once I've had a bath for the week, I clean the drain out. probably like sad, really, but it's a thing I do. Washing clothes only when you have a full load. Absolutely. I do not see the point of doing a half load. I live by myself and I do my washing on a Sunday. Now, technically, when I've been at work all week and I've been doing stuff, I'll have enough to do a load within a week. Even by myself, I've got my uniform, everyday clothes, towels, they all fill up. But I wouldn't just do a half load. With the price of electric, I don't know if you could even afford to do half loads anymore. Okay, tossing clothes and other things on the floor instead of putting them where they were. I think we're all guilty for that at one point or another. You walk into a room and you're like, yeah, I could stand here, fold this and put this up. Or I could just throw it on the back of this chair and do something else. I think everybody has done this at one time or another when you were a kid, when you're an adult. I don't think we're like completely, even as adults, I don't think we're completely devoid of doing this. Extravagant spending. No, I try to budget and I try to live, I want to call it within my means. I do have a credit card. If I wanted to use it, I could. During the pandemic, I've had to use my credit card quite a lot because money was tight, hours were tight. I ran up a little bit of a bill, not going to lie. But extravagant spending, it was more for like essentials and need be's. If I had the money, maybe, if someone gave me 10 grand, maybe I'd go a little bit crazy. But I tend to like shop for things I need. Stop procrastinating, starting tomorrow. So procrastinating basically means not doing something today when you can do it tomorrow. So instead of saying, look, I've got this stuff today, we can do it today, you basically go, you know what, I could do it tomorrow though. And it's just putting things off and never getting to them. And I'm not one for doing that. If I can get something done today, done, dusted, and out the way, I'll do it now. Because then tomorrow I might have something else I need to do. So I'm very methodical when it comes to doing things. Doing nothing after a hard day of doing nothing. So needing an extra day to chill after a hard day of doing nothing. I mean, I would love to have like days and days where I do little to nothing. But even on my non-work days, I'm doing stuff. I'm sorting stuff for my vintage selling. I'll put the link in the description. I do YouTube videos. I then go do stuff with my sons. I don't have a tendency to just do nothing. Not doing homework. Obviously, back in the day when I was at school, I used to do all my homework. I was a very active student. I wanted to learn. I wanted to progress. Homework was never an issue. Interrupting and start listening. I don't tend to interrupt people unless I really believe they're like wrong. So I guess interrupting for me would be interrupting in the right situation, not interrupting just to be a pain. If I think somebody is wrong, I'm like, no, you got it all wrong. And I'll interrupt them because I want to stop them before they say anything more stupid, especially if they're in the wrong or whatever they're saying is just wrong outright. So it's interrupting, but interrupting when necessary. Forgetting to answer texts. Now I am a stickler for replying to people. If somebody messages me, I would think I'd message back in like, as long as I weren't working, where I can't have my phone, I would say probably replying in like 10, 15 minutes, maybe half hour. But I wouldn't necessarily forget to reply. It would be more like the circumstances signal what I was doing. But I wouldn't forget. Do not pre-rinse your dishes. So this wouldn't really occur to me because I don't have a dishwasher. But if I had a dishwasher, I would pre-rinse the dishes. But I don't have a dishwasher. Having dirty dishes pile up in the sink for days. I have to say I'm a stickler for sometimes getting off work, making tea, and then just feeling too tired to do it. And I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I'll have work tomorrow. and I'll do the same thing, and then I'll wait till my day off to wash up. It's probably bad practice, but I do live on my own, so I do have a bit more freedom in my cleaning habits. Have dirty dishes piled up in your room. Now, that isn't a thing that doesn't happen, because I have only eaten in my bedroom once in my entire time of living here, and in my entirety of ever living somewhere. The only time I ever eat in a bedroom is when I'm sick. And when I'm sick, it is soup only, and then the bowls are taken out. So no, this is more my kids. Eating in bed. So I've eaten in bed, but I don't leisurely eat in bed. The only time I've ever eaten in bed is when I'm ill, and that is usually soup. Otherwise, I cannot stand people that eat in bed. The one thing, and you want to call it a pet peeve, which we're also going to do a video on about things that get on your nerves, is crumbs in the bed. People that eat in the bed because it makes your sheets smell. There's crumbs. Ugh, no. No. Okay, being late. I am a stickler for being 10, 15 minutes early to anything. If I have to catch a bus at 11:15, I will be there for 11. If I have to be somewhere for an appointment, I will be there 10, 15 minutes early. I'm a stickler for being on time, because I know that if I'm late, then I'm interfering with other people's appointments, and that makes me feel bad. Delete the dishes in the sink. Totally, yes. I've left dishes in the sink for a couple of days. Probably the wrong attitude to have, but sometimes I am just so tired. And then the worst thing I want to do on my day off is stand there and wash up. So if anybody else has that pet peeve, fidgeting. No, I don't tend to fidget. I do generally have a pen in my hand, but that's generally because I'm working or doing something. I don't just sit there and like fiddle or draw on a pad and get distracted. I am focused on what I'm doing. Always cancelling at the last minute. No, I am usually the person that will message the other person the night before and say, look, is this still happening? Do we need to change anything? Are we still meeting at this time? And I'm checking right up until like the night before, so that if something was going to occur and we were going to have to change something, it wouldn't have to be on that day. Gossip. I think we're all guilty of gossiping one time or another, whether it's work colleagues, friends and family. I think we all gossip to a certain extent. Even if we don't know we're doing it, just saying, hey, did you know such and such is doing this? Is it gossiping? Is it informative? Is it just having a chat? Gossip can be a lot of things, but you don't necessarily know you're doing it. Sleepers for the week, staying up late. Now, I have had the occasional late night. Don't get me wrong. I don't deliberately stay up late. I get to around midnight, and that's where my body clock kind of says, you know what, you kind of been up a while. Generally on a work day when I've been up since 7, staying up till midnight is about my limit. Weekends, maybe 1, 2 o'clock, but I don't deliberately stay up late. Generally it's because I'm fixated on a program or I'm watching something, and I hate finishing. That's another pet peeve of mine, is hate finishing an episode halfway through. I have to finish it. So no, I wouldn't say staying up late. Waking up past noon. There might have been the occasional time I've stayed in bed past noon, but again, that's when I'm sick. I generally am up between the hours of like 7 and 10, even on my days off. Not picking up after your dog. So I don't have a dog, so we're going to skip that one. Littering. See, littering gets on my nerves. I know they're going to say that most people don't litter, but I'm going to assume that at some point in your life, when you're an adult or a child, you may have littered an item. You may not necessarily have dumped an entire bag. But no, I can't stand it. Swearing. I've sworn. Some days are more swearier than others, depending on the situation. I generally swear when I'm annoyed, angry. and frustrated. I don't just randomly say, oh, this person's a what's it. I'm usually pushed to that limit where I'm just like, over, stress usually causes me to swear. Hitting the snooze button. I do tend to snooze. I set an alarm for 7 for work, and I generally snooze the button at 1:15, and I generally don't get up till 1:30. I know. I'm like a lord of leisure, but sometimes, I don't know, I just need that extra tiny little bit of time to wake up. Now, staying in bed all day, I can't do. I would drive myself crazy. If I sat in a bed all day, I drive myself crazy. I can't see these people who like want to sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. And I'm like, oh, I just can't do it. Okay, not washing hands. I am a stickler for hygiene. Washing hands. When they were kids, they were constantly washing their hands. Probably a bad parent to make a kid wash constantly. Okay, fly down. Not a man. Putting things where they don't belong. No. I hate to say that if my kid put my phone in the toilet, that would not be good for the kid. Smoking. Now, I do vape. I don't know if that counts. I guess we will put smoking. I do vape. I do find that vaping sometimes, just sometimes, gets me through the day. I'm not addicted to it. I could quit. I just choose not to. Another bad habit, drugs or illegal drugs. No. I can say quite happily no illegal drug taking. Getting drunk. I mean, on a night out, yeah, probably. Party central. But I don't tend to get drunk. Overthinking. Yeah, critical overthinking, probably me. Eating junk food. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't eat junk food? You've eaten junk food at some point as a child, as an adult. Skipping meals. This I've done lots. I got slight onset anorexia when I was younger, and I used to skip quite a lot of meals. Quite a lot. I'm really thin. I used to have a lot of meals. Overeating. No, I can't say I've overeaten. Oversharing on Facebook. I wouldn't say so. Using the same password. No, every account I ever have has a different password. Nose picking. Nope. Picking teeth in public. Absolutely not. Can't think of anything worse. Picking scabs. Oh my God. I hate the people that do that. Just no. Picking off nail polish instead of the remover. Don't actually wear nail polish. Picking ingrown hairs. No. Pete or pooped on the toilet seat. Who are these people? No. Messy room. I can atone to having a messy room. I'm human. Sometimes things just get a little out of hand. Snacking, even when you're not hungry. No. I'm a stickler for only eating when I'm actually hungry. It's like my body's way of sorting itself out. Binge watching, so tired, but so worth it. Yes. I binge watch a lot of crime stuff. ITVX is really good if you haven't watched all their crime stuff. Sunbathing. No, I'm not one for being out in the sun. Drinking. I'll have a social drink when I'm out with people, but I won't drink like religiously. I don't drink water from the tap. I don't even drink water. Avoiding people. Depends on the situation. Drinking coffee. Don't drink coffee. Oh, Facebook. Yes. I'm a stickler for common bad habits of going on Facebook. On Instagram, she's still with her ex. No. I don't stalk my ex. Twitter. Don't really use Twitter. Snapchat, I do. Nothing more fun than Snapchat filters. Reddit, no. Excessive slang. Oh my God, my son would so be the person like that. Cracking knuckles. Again, my son loves to crack his knuckles. I cannot understand why. Talking with your mouth full. I don't think there's any more of a bad habit than talking with your mouth full. Using like a lot. No, I wouldn't say so. Talking to yourself. I do tend to talk to myself. I've lived with myself for the last year, and I do find myself sometimes having conversations with myself. Does that make me crazy? Probably. Talking too fast. Wouldn't say so. Talking too slow. Not so much. Not listening. I tend to listen to people, whether I take it in or whether I actually care what they're saying is like another matter. Sleeping with makeup on. Don't wear makeup. Lying. No, I'm a stickler for telling the truth. Forgetting birthdays. I remember everybody's birthday amazingly. Forgetting to take your medication. No. Forgetting names. I do have a tendency to forget people's names. But they're people I literally have met once, and then I'm like, oh, you're and it's on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, just no. Just no. Speeding. I don't drive. Slouching. I do have a tendency to slouch. My posture is terrible. But then again, I have spinal stenosis, which doesn't help because I have pain in my spine all the time, and I do find myself not being able to keep straight and that I hunch. Dragging your feet. I wouldn't say so. Pulling out your eyelashes or eyebrows. Absolutely not. New. Oh. Spitting should be banned. Licking lips. I do have a tendency to lick my lips because they get awfully dry and I like wet them up. Probably should use lip balm or something. Staring. No, I don't have a tendency to stare or eavesdrop. Private matters are private. Spying on my neighbors. Amazingly not. I live in a flat, although it would be easy to spy on my neighbors. Popping pimples. I absolutely hate that. No. Complaining. Maybe slightly. Maybe we should put complaining. I do have complaints, but generally when I complain about something, they're valid complaints. If I'm complaining, then the complaint is valid. BuzzFeed, no. I hate BuzzFeed quizzes. They're just lame. Chewing gum, no. Whining, maybe a tiny bit. Talking about movies. I'm not really a movie person. I do watch movies, but I'd rather watch like documentaries now. I've turned old. Burping in public. Bad habit, definitely. Perfectionist. I like to say I do a job well done. I wouldn't say perfectionist. Daydreaming. I mean, I think we all kind of daydream. We always dream about, the holiday we want to go on or a destination we want to do or something we'd like to see. Indecision. I would say I've had my mind pretty set on things. Touching your face. I'm not one for touching my face. Sleeping in class. Obviously, I don't go to school. Holding grudges. I do hold a grudge. If you've wronged me, you really are going to have to try to make up for that because I can hold a grudge for a long time. And you play your music really loud. I would say to a certain extent. Maybe not to annoy my neighbors, but I'm half deaf. So sometimes I play my music maybe a little louder. Excuse me, I had a really tiring week. I play my music a little louder because I'm half deaf. So sometimes it might seem loud to other people, but for me, it's just so I can hear it. And there we have the common bad habits. And I had 26 out of 99. So you did better than 16% of users. Your rank was 4,227 out of 5,027. And you didn't beat the average of 45. So what that tells me is that I don't have a huge amount of bad habits. I do have some that I could work on. But I'm not a completely bad habit person. The next video I'm planning to do is 50 common pet peeves. So these are things that get on your nerve, like people that, you know, pushing in queues, people that don't say please and thank you, just those kind of people that just kind of get on your nerves. But if you want to like and subscribe and give us a big thumbs up, comment down below on any bad habits that you have that weren't featured on here. Mine is probably binge watching crime documentaries so much that people turn around and think I'm weird. Is that a bad habit? Maybe. Like and subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, share your bad habits if they weren't in this list. And if they were in this list, let me know at least one of them. Comment down below a bad habit you have. And I will see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.